Geminis, welcome to your July readings. Let's find out what is happening for you. We're going to draw a significator card, first of all. I'm also going to cut and draw a talisman card for you. Okay, you have solitude and balanced emotions. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Balanced emotions. Interestingly enough, what I'm getting from this card is not like an enforced solitude, but more the idea of actually needing alone time in order to process your emotions. That's what's kind of coming through for me, my lovely Geminis. Let's find out more about what this is about. Let's draw your tarot cards. May we kindly ask what is happening in July for my lovely Geminis. We've got 3 cards here. I'm seeing these, and this one, and this one, and that one too. We can always draw more. We have the Page of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of very heady energy around you about something or someone. Okay, lots of, like, your bandwidth is being taken up by something. And I think that's why I was picking up on that energy of solitude, that you actually kind of need downtime. You need peace and quiet. You need to have somebody not be bending your ear, or you're going to need some downtime. It's almost like there's too much information going on, and I think you need that space. What else do we have? King of Cups, Ace of Swords, 9 of Cups. We have the Hermit and also the Queen of Wands. Let's bring these cards. I'm going to put these along like this, actually. I feel that naturally kind of falls into place here. Okay. Yeah, I think what we're being seen here is I feel like there's a lot of busyness going on around you, and I think it does connect to, for some of you, to a partner or a marriage or a connection with someone, but that connection could be, a relationship with someone else, like it doesn't have to be an intimate partner. But I do feel there is, the 9 of Cups is a card of marriage. It could be finding the right team or the right whatever, but I just feel there's lots of stuff taking up your bandwidth, lots of heady stuff, to the point where you just think, I don't want anyone else to talk to me, actually. This is just too much. The outcome of where you're going is really, really favourable. So if you are in negotiations and you're just feeling like this is all quite, there's just so much happening, try to step away and hold a really balanced, still perspective. Because what I'm seeing here, my lovely Geminis, is that whatever's going on in some kind of it's kind of like a commitment to something that you want. There's something, a partnership, a connection, a relationship, a situationship. There is a commitment to something you want, and indeed, a mentor or a guide may even show up, somebody who can help you to navigate this. You're coming out of this totally on top. We have the Queen of Wands. I mean, she's got that fabulous energy of the lioness. She's the Queen of transformation. She can make stuff happen. So I'm seeing everything turn out very, very well in your favour in some matter or another. But for some reason, it requires a lot of thinking energy, a lot of mental activity. You may have to be paying attention to details, and you may just be feeling a bit overloaded. But that mental energy is also having an emotional impact. I think it is it's equally loaded, whether it's taking up your headspace and your thinking. It's equally loaded with emotion. It really matters to you. It's emotionally driven as well, very emotionally driven. So, whatever you are navigating during the month of July, my lovely Geminis, there's a lot of guidance here for you about the way in which you approach it. It's like, those get still, drop into stillness, give yourself a stillness break. Let yourself just be still, be receptive, practice the art of allowing, don't try to force things to happen. This is the kind of energy that we have here. Let me just sit with your energy here. Now, I will be doing extended readings today. As always, they are available on Patreon and in the YouTube members area. And I will let you know at the end of the reading what I'm going to be looking at very specifically for you, my lovely Geminis. I feel I want to draw a couple more cards for you. Okay, yeah, Two of Pentacles, lovely. And the Eight of Cups, okay. I think you're going to reach a turning point here where you can move beyond something. But it is a month where there is a lot of, I think that's probably the best way to say it, Geminis. There's a lot of mental energy, there's a lot of emotional energy. I think you have an investment in something that you want to transform. And it's important to you emotionally. Now, whatever you want to transform, your spirit team here are giving you a really big thumbs up. You can do this. You can get to the finish line. You can transform this. You can make it happen. And I think you may find that help comes along. Now, I think in your extended readings, I will ask about the help. What help is coming for you? Where does the help arrive from with the Hermit? So I'll ask about that. I'm also going to, I think, take a bit of a sneaky peek into the future in terms of what's going to unfold and come from this. And I'm also going to ask for advice and guidance to get some really as much specific information as I can about how you navigate through this month where there seems to be a lot going on. But your kind of primary message and guidance really from your spirit team is really to keep going. Really hold a clear mindset with the Ace of Swords, my lovely Geminis, of the end goal that you want. Keep that in mind. And whenever things start to get a little bit emotional or a bit maybe highly strung, or your emotions are being fed by by your headspace, or your headspace is being fueled by your emotions, your thoughts are being fueled. I mean, there's a direct relationship between your thinking patterns and your emotions. In fact, certain emotions will generate certain thinking patterns, and certain thinking patterns connect and generate more of a certain emotion. I've written about this in one of my books. Do check it out if that's really helpful to you. It's called Mindfulness Meets Emotional Awareness. But this is definitely a month where it's like you're going to need to step down and just take time to look after you along the way. Just time to relax, time to downwind, time to just clear your mind, clear your head, go out into nature. Because as the month evolves, I think you'll start to leave all this stuff behind. I think it will emerge into, I think basically it's going to start to take shape and form. The thing that you're working at or wanting to manifest or make happen, it's going to start taking shape and form. And I think the emotions will then probably turn down a little bit. Because once you know you're on track and you're feeling a bit more fired up or empowered, I mean, the Queen of Wands, she's got that lioness energy. So she's absolutely emotionally available to use her her emotions, to move things forward. She can be empowered by her emotions. She's not swayed by them. She's not bowled over by them. She's very much in charge of her emotional energy. And I feel that as the month evolves, you're going to reach a point when you can really, you start to feel as if you are empowered rather than overloaded by what you've got to sort of think about and process to get to the end goal. That's what I'm really feeling here, my lovely Geminis. Beautiful souls, I'm going to move to the extendeds, I think. I feel your reading is giving you a lot of reassurance about the outcome here, and I think towards the end of the month you're going to get to where you need to be with this. But it does feel as though there is a lot of, as I said, mental energy and emotional energy, and so much guidance and advice here for you. Obviously, it's up to you what you do. You have conscious free will and choice, but there's a lot of advice and guidance to support you as you navigate this. I think that's what I will do. I'm going to move to the extendeds and really get as much information about kind of what's coming, how to navigate this, but what is coming from this. Let's look ahead. Any advice and guidance on how to navigate this month. But yeah, I think we know where we're going with those. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. I am wishing you all the best, really every blessing. I'm seeing you really rise, which is just lovely, Geminis. And this is, it's like activating your own empowerment in a particular situation and moving it ahead to where you want it to be. Really connecting, really working at this and making it happen, which is amazing. But yeah, I feel that it's just so important that you embrace absolute self-care and looking after you along the way. Beautiful Geminis, have an amazing month. Thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed. Don't forget to press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading here. Thank you for being here. Thank you also for working on the other, checking out the other YouTube channel as well. And I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings really soon. Tons of love, Gemini, and I hope to see some of you in the extendeds.